Before I get started, Representative, I take great umbrage in your assessment that my court case was trivial, that I should have to travel somewhere else to get my court case.
I did not use the term trivial.
What did you use? What term
believe
did you use?
and I wasn't necessarily referring to your court case.
Well, it was a constitutional challenge in Macon County, and you called it, I'll use the word trivial.
I said certain. I didn't.
But by your...
hold it. I'll answer.
Yes, sir.
And then you can rail on me. I said certain frivolous actions. I didn't say trivial. And I'm not saying that your action is frivolous. I said in other cases, I would have deemed them frivolous.
You also said that the Attorney General gets short notice on these hearings. We know that's not the case. I know personally that's not the case. It took us days and weeks to get a hearing before the judge, and the Attorney General's office was engaged for weeks and weeks. There's no sneaking up on the Attorney General and giving him a constitutional challenge case in some court other than Sangamon or Cook. And that goes to the crux of the case. Representative, we have 25 trial courts spread all over 102 counties so that people can get justice where they live. Don't you trust the local judges that we elect, Representative?
What I'm saying is that these cases are all ending up here in Sangamon County or Cook County. Why don't we just say that venue is proper for constitutional issues here?
That's some of the most convoluted reasoning I've ever heard. Representative, isn't this an attempt to use your hand-picked, tame judges in Chicago and Springfield to continue the ongoing legal assault on our rights?
I apologize. I thought you were making a statement. I apologize. Could you restate it?
Isn't this an attempt to use your hand-picked, tame judges in Chicago and Springfield to continue the ongoing legal assault on our rights, as opposed to being able to go to a local court?
I've not hand-picked any judges, but can I make a point?
They have in Chicago.
But I have not. And the voters vote on the judges. I don't hand-pick them. But can I make a point about Sangamon County?
Certainly.
Can I make a point about Sangamon County? I think a reference was made to the majority party wanting to basically change these rules to help out the majority party. In Sangamon County, in the circuit that it is part of, it's my understanding that there isn't one member of the judiciary that is a member of the majority party. That's a Democrat. It's all Republicans, okay? It's all Republicans. So to say that we're trying to somehow venue shop to help us, they're all members of your party, the judges here.
How'd they do it in Chicago, Representative?
They are elected the same way that judges are elected throughout the entire state.
And how many members of the minority party are there? Let's move on.
But the plaintiff picks. The plaintiff picks. You bringing the action, I would assume, if this bill were law, I would assume if you picked, you would pick Sangamon County as opposed to Cook. I
picked Macon County.
The defendant does not pick.
I would pick the county where I live to bring an action. Representative, are you at all concerned that this is a violation of the constitutional principle of separation of powers?
No.
Don't courts have the power to decide if a litigant has standing to bring a lawsuit, not the legislature?
Venue is statutory.
No, but this is the Constitution.
No, this is statutory.
To the bill, please. This is a bill that will trample your rights, my rights, and make our citizens drive hundreds of miles to get justice in a court that has proven it will favor the state over you. Article 6 of Section 9 of the Illinois Constitution says that the trial courts of the state are the courts of original jurisdiction of all jurisdictionable matters. That means any of the 25 trial courts covering our 102 counties can hear any kind of cases. We should let them do their job. It's not even clear that this legislation has the power to take that away. Make no mistakes, the Democrat sponsors of this bill are acting just like King George III. In the Declaration of Independence, the Americans declared that King George was unfit to rule because he was forcing them to be tried overseas by his tame courts for made-up crimes. The Democrats today are doing the very same thing. They pass unconstitutional laws to make law-abiding citizens criminals, and then they make those same citizens travel hundreds of miles to a kangaroo court that they control. Tyrants are always the same, whether kings or lawless Chicago politicians. I urge a no vote and would ask for a verification.